everybody. Welcome to Lady Boss Mamas. I'm Molly Chanson, and my business is a clothing line called Soul Ma for new moms. And I have two boys. Bennett is 8 and Andrew is 7. And today I'm so excited to be here with Megan Swederski from Megan Swederski Photography. And Megan was my photographer at my photo shoot a few weeks ago for my clothing line. And we had so much fun. She did a great job. So Megan, will you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Megan Swederski. My business is a photography business called Megan Swederski Photography, and I have 4 kids. Current is 7, almost 8. Bruin is 5. Rawson is 3, and Della is 1.
That's amazing. And you have how old is your photography business?
I started my LLC the end of 2011, like New Year's Eve 2011.
Okay, so our theme for May is intention. And I wanted to start by just asking you, because Laura and I talked about this and we sort of, it's a difficult word. I don't know. What is your definition of intention?
I think that everyone has, when they go into something, I would hope their intention is always to be good. Just for an example, I was trying to think of an example. I had a client who has a session coming up, and like she sent me her outfits for like her session, and they weren't my like style or cohesive like with my brand, and that's okay, you know, that's fine. And so I've been really trying to help with the intention of being like nice, and like I'm doing it with the best intentions, with the best, you know, like with them in mind. They've never like had family pictures before, and it's like hard because you don't want to hurt anybody, and I don't want to upset her. But that's my definition, I guess. It's probably like way.
No, so if you come from this space of like, my intention is to do good work or to be good. Mm-hmm. And I love that you use that word good, because I think that starts us, I think that's the beginning of everything. I think that starts when we're like a little kid and we want to be good. Where do you get this feeling of like, it wouldn't be good to be, like you want to be helping your client, but it's taking you to a place that's uncomfortable to say?
You know, it's hard because I've always been like really outspoken. But I do so much of my communicating with my clients through messaging, like through Facebook Messenger, through texting. And it doesn't always come off kind. Like messaging sometimes sounds mean, and that's not like what I'm trying to do. And so, and like over the last, I'd say since I was pregnant with my 4th, I took a marketing or a continuing education class, and she said, you just have to learn to say like no, or you just have to learn to say yes. And clients will come to you based on your style and your confidence in saying yes and no.
As the photographer, because I felt you did this so well during our shoot, is like, to me, you were able to bring out the best version of the person that you were photographing.
When I went in there, you know, I didn't know any of those girls, and I never met you. So my whole thing was to have everyone feel good about themselves, and I knew it was going to be awkward, and I knew the girls would feel awkward. I feel awkward being on the other side of the camera. Mm-hmm. So I wanted every girl to have fun, and yeah. I think that they did. It was fun and goofy, and there were definitely awkward moments, and there were really funny moments, but I just wanted to bring like out the best in everyone, you know?
Yeah, I love that. Well, I think our intentions aligned, because I wanted everybody to have fun too. It was very uncomfortable for me to even ask people to come and do this because I know how I would feel on the other side too. So is that an intention for you that you've had lately or for a long time of like, there are some things that I just know I need to say yes to, even if I don't know why?
For so long in the beginning, I would say yes to everything because I was just starting out. It was the money, it seemed nice. Now, when I take on a job, I'm not taking it for the money. And not necessarily that I was before, I was mainly doing it to get out there. For me, it's never been like a money thing. I was doing it, I was saying yes to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
Now I only say yes to things that I have a good feeling about. Like, I don't, like I could be easily persuaded to shoot to photograph a newborn like in a posed environment for 4 hours on a Saturday. And I used to do that. And now I get the message and it'll be a client I've had previously and I want so badly to have them, but I'm just not invested in them, or I'm invested in them, just not that type of session. So saying yes to things this last year has been like with weddings and switching my newborns to lifestyle newborn sessions. It's like it's been such a growing year. Like I feel good about saying yes to the things I say yes to, and I'm confident about it. Like before, like if you would have asked me 5 years ago to photograph your line, I would have been really nervous. And not that I don't get nervous now about things, it's just like a different kind of nervous.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I experienced the same thing. Like, I don't care what store I'm in. I don't care who's, I just want to like have my clothes out there. And that's important in the beginning, obviously. But at some point, you do have to be more intentional about what you're saying yes to. And if it aligns with your, like the mission of your business, really.
I think that like moms, we take on like so much with the intention of always doing good, and sometimes that backfires, and that's kind of where like the bad part.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't take enough time for like ourselves, like when it's a small business, it's us, our kids, just like our intentions are good, and sometimes they they backfire.
Yes.
I go out and work and I do this to like feed my inner whatever, to be like a better mom, but like my kids see it as time away from them, but my intentions are to better myself so that I can be a better mom for them, is what I'm trying to say. But they see it as like mom's away, mom's gone again. For so long it was just I was home 24/7 and always available, and now my husband's always working, so now it's kind of like we cross paths. Like he comes home, some nights I leave, so the kid, it's kind of been an adjustment for the kids. My intentions are genuine and pure. They're only to strengthen like my drive and to be a better mom.
This is a little bit of a tangent, but I had this like great, I had to go to a class when I got a divorce, and it was parenting for spouses who were getting divorced. And I thought it was going to be pretty lame, but it was at the courthouse. The woman had been teaching this class for probably 30 years, but I went up to her afterwards and was like, I loved your presentation. I think you should do a TED talk on this. Like, I felt like it was so spiritual. And she was like, whoa, this chick, like, I don't know what she's talking about. But one of the things she said was, you don't have to do this the way you see it or the way you think it should be done. So for example, like a lot of people split holidays. Like, I'm going to have Christmas this year, you're going to have Christmas next year. And like you try to juggle that. And her point was, what's going to work for you and your family? And she told this great story about this father who celebrated Christmas with his kids in July because that was the way it worked for his like schedule with them. And now his daughter is an adult and a mother, and the tradition became so important to her that now she celebrates Christmas in July with her kids. And so I just found that to be so inspiring for everything in life. Like, there are creative ways to do what works for you, and you don't have to do the same thing everybody else is doing in the same way.
Yeah, I totally get it. It's hard. The comparison thing can be super hard.
Well, thank you, Megan, so much for taking time to talk to us.
Thank you all for watching. We do this every week, and please reach out if you think that you would want to be on Lady Boss Mamas.